This is nerve-wracking. Okay. Hi. Excited. I need someone to just like put me down. Welcome to my new series. Nope. Okay, perfect. Hi guys. Welcome to my new series that I am calling Starting from Scratch with Taylor. Yeah. Okay. Starting from scratch. We like it. We like it. I like it. If you're new here, my name is Taylor. I moved to San Francisco this past summer. I quit my job in November with little to no plan, and now I'm trying to figure out what the heck is going on. I am essentially doing just that, starting from scratch. I'm trying to figure out my interests, my hobbies, who I am as a person, what my goals are. Last night, in an insomnia-induced haze, let's say, I created an entire series that I thought would maybe help me figure out who I am, what my goals are, all that kind of stuff. I've always really liked editing. I've always really liked filming content. I thought, what better way to figure out who I am at the end of the day than record this whole process of finding what I like, what I don't like, what excites me, what doesn't, what I want to do in the future and what I don't. And that is what brought us to this series ideation last night, was just, you know, a little bit of a existential crisis of what's happening in my life. Why don't we film everything that we try? That is where Starting from Scratch was born. Okay, that brings me to the format of what I want this show to be. I'm thinking along the lines of doing 3 sections. This brings me to our first segment, which I'm just gonna title for now, Favorite Things. Favorite Things of the Week. Weekly favorites. Every week I want to cover the previous week's favorite things. It can be anything as small as an item that I'm loving or a concept that I'm loving. This is being fine-tuned as we go. This was very much, I came up with this idea 12 hours ago, so bear with me. This is the week of February 10th, so the past week. One of my favorite things this week was dinner with friends. Not just Wishbone Kitchen series, physically having dinner with your friends. I went to a Galentine's Day dinner on Saturday hosted by some of my friends here, and it was maybe the cutest experience that I've had in a very long time. I really just love sitting down, having cute cocktails, chatting with the girls. I don't think I've had a better night than that in a very long time. And then piggybacking off of that, I lost a Super Bowl bet, okay? If the Chiefs lost, which we all know that they did, I had to make, not had to, because honestly, this is like something that I just am obsessed with doing. I have the privilege of cooking for my friend group because that was my, what is that called? My penalty? That was my penalty. So essentially, Chiefs lost. My penalty, if you will, was to cook for all my friends 3 different meals. So on Sunday, we had like a little dinner party. I cooked my spicy vodka sauce fusilli pasta, made a nice salad, garlic bread, the whole shebang. And I just love it. I just love it. I don't really mind cooking for people. I actually really enjoy it. And even though it's a penalty, I had a great time. What's better than just hanging out with your friends, chatting, eating good food? Nothing. So that's definitely number 1 of my weekly favorites. Another one, random, really random actually, wearing little heels to the bars. I feel like I've always worn boots or like tennis shoes. I love a little kitten heel. I love it. I wore my little heels Friday and Saturday to the bars and I just felt so cute. But I just love it, wearing little heels. Oh, this is a big one. Something that is big this week for me, very big. Scents, like perfumes, scents, you know? I got sent these Cyclar perfumes. And when I tell you, this is one of my obsessions this past week. I cannot stop layering the different scents, trying out all the different combinations. Every time I leave the house, I am trying a new one. I just think there's something so fun about having perfume on. I don't know how to explain that. I think there's something really fun about discovering what scents you like, what you don't like, what you want to smell like, what kind of person you want to be that night. I'm lucky enough to have gotten sent the entire collection of the Cyclar perfumes. These are also perfume oils, which very big into those. I am obsessed with the Vanilla Verve and the Sacred Santal. These have to be my 2 favorites. Chef's kiss, but honestly, you can't go wrong with literally any of the scents. They're incredible. Can't thank you enough, Cyclar, because you truly did start an addiction for me, and I am so excited to continue trying all the combinations. Finally, I'm doing 4 weekly favorites this week, and this just kind of ties into the whole what this project is about, if you will. I am obsessed with starting and having passion projects. I am starting this. I think there's something really fulfilling about trying something new, documenting stuff, having something that you like to do and work on rather than like a work project, if that makes sense. Having little passion projects is fulfilling to me. I think it's exciting. I think it's nice to have something to do that isn't scrolling. I did not have TikTok, you guys. I did not have TikTok from the day that it went away until last Thursday or Friday. With that said, because I didn't have TikTok, I started to kind of want to figure out my other physical hobbies rather than just scrolling all day. And that is what brought us to this brainchild of a passion project. And there's some other ones in the works that I'm probably gonna highlight during this as well, so stay tuned for those. All right, that wraps up our weekly favorites. To repeat, these are the weekly favorites. We've got dinner with friends. We've got wearing little heels to the bars. And we've got scents and starting passion projects. This brings us into our next section, try it with Tay. As the goal of this series is to figure out my goals, my hobbies, my passions, my interests, I want to try something every week, whether that's a recipe, a new skill, a new hobby, whatever that may be. This is try it with Tay. If you follow my TikTok, you remember that for Christmas, every year my mom makes us advent calendars. And this year it was just activity based. So essentially 2 boxes of activities or hobbies to try. So today's try it with Tay, if you will. Like, we can make felt animals, example A. We can build puzzles. These are Legos. We can build Legos, or they're knockoff Legos. We can learn how to crochet. This actually seems kind of fun. Look at those little baby penguins. We could make a puzzle. The options are endless, truly. I think we're gonna try crocheting today. This week's try it with Tay, beginner crochet kit. I guess let's get into it. With this segment, try it with Tay, I'm also going to try to walk you guys through it so you can try it with me. Hopefully I don't confuse you too much. I'm afraid that I might. I'm probably gonna confuse myself. So we're attempting, we're learning, we're trying, we're gonna get through this together. Just realizing now that your girl's camera's gonna die, so we might go eat something for lunch and come back, charge this camera, and then get started on these little penguins. All right, guys. We ate lunch, put our hair up, ready for business. This is Try It With Tay Crochet Edition. If I can get 1 penguin done today, I'm gonna call that a success. I might have to scan the QR code for the tutorial video. But when I do that, I will also walk you guys through it so you can partake in Try It With Tay, because why would I want to leave you guys out of this? Just gonna go through what's in the kit first. It comes with the kit instructions. I couldn't tell you a single thing about what any of this means at the current moment. It comes with fluffing that is air sealed. Comes with these colors. Then what I am assuming are the tools. Ooh. What looks like to me a stick of glue that you put in a hot glue gun. Then we've got 2 sticks. Can you see those? Little pieces of things that I'm assuming are gonna come into play later. Can you see this? We got all of the, whoa, crotch shot. We got all of the colors. Working in a magic ring, like as if I'm supposed to know what a magic ring is. Bear with me, I have to go watch the tutorial. The crocheting of the body tutorial video is 50 minutes long, so that's crazy. I might put the tripod like down on what I'm doing. That's what we're gonna do. Because if you wanna try it with Tay, how are you gonna do that if you can't see what I'm doing? We're really learning as we go on this channel, okay? That's the whole point of this. It's trying something new. It's learning about ourselves. We are learning how to also make a series. Let's get into it. Is this angle helpful for you guys? Or should I do it from behind me? I just answered my own question. Did we do it? Did we find the angle if I sew like this? I feel like yeah. I'm stuck in my blanket. Who knew that was gonna be such a hazard? I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm a terrible teacher. This was not a good way to instruct you guys at all. Please watch your own tutorial. In the loop, pulling the string through it. This string sucks. I'm going to be honest. This sucks. This is difficult. This is bullshit. Can I just say? Okay, so this is where we're at right now. I can't even tell what's going on here. I'm having a slight change of heart. If the blue one's my favorite, and this is my first time trying this, I'm gonna mess it up. The tutorial I'm watching is highlighting the green penguin. I'm going to do the green one, also because I think maybe it's placebo, but I'm gonna follow along with the tutorial better if I'm following the same colors as they are. I'm extremely frustrated. I'm pissed off already, and I've gotten 2 stitches down. This yarn, unfortunately, just doesn't seem to be like it's holding together super well for what I'm looking for. So bear with me. This is exactly why it's called Try with Tay. I'm gonna get mad, and I know that in these videos I'm going to. So bear with me. It's happening. I should have planned this out better because this is actually my first time ever learning how to do this too, so I'm not sure why I thought I could teach you guys as well. Okay, there. Got one. Oh no. I would like to put it out there that it's not making a single difference. I just suck at crochet. I think what is considered 1 stitch, because they said to put this to this hole, I think. So, it should look like that, I guess. Now what? Close that little guy. Cute. Okay, so yay. Look at us go. So we're gonna go through the hole, up, backwards, through both. Is that how you do it? Oh my god, she's just going for it. Backwards, through both. Okay. Okay! Through, forward, backward, through both. Oh fuck. Was that a good save? I think it was. How many stitches is this now? I don't know. This girl will tell us. One more time. We're going in. And then we're going backwards. This girl is not really telling us how to do any of this stuff. It's not very tight. You see that? Can you guys see that okay? It's not very tight. Thanks. Oh, for the love of God. Tighten the coil. Oh! So put that down. Tighten this whole thing. Ooh! Okay guys, so apparently this is our circle. I think it's pretty ugly. Take that guy off. We go through the hole where it was. Okay, honestly. Not the short string. We take the long string. Wait, is that like the little bottom? That might be his butt. Does that look like a little butt to you guys? Oh, I've been holding this way over here. I'm so sorry. It looks like the little bottom, maybe. This is where it's starting to get a little crazy because I think I have to go through the outside and crochet them onto each other. Does that make sense? And I'm having a new stitch. So it's like another layer around it. Guys, I think I'm getting the hang of it. So we got to the second row. Can you see that? We got to the second row of stitching. Honestly, it's starting to look better. I'm gonna pause there. I'm gonna try to get a few more rows and just get the hang of it because I do think that this could be a fun hobby. Right now I'm just getting frustrated. It's 2 days later. I spent that entire night trying to figure out what the I was doing, and we were minorly successful. So I will show you the progress that I made, and then I'll try to keep going, but it's not much. Last you guys saw, I was struggling. I ended up taking apart the crochet that I was working on and redoing it like 8 times, you guys. I have never been this frustrated. But look at now. Look at it now. Do you see that? Well, it's not perfect, but I made the bottom of the penguin. How freaking cute. So something about this is that it was never matching the same amount of stitches as the tutorial video said, and I don't know why that is. So I kind of just did as many as I thought looked good. And then because I wanted to see if I was really understanding it, which I clearly wasn't, I started the blue one too. They actually don't look terrible anymore. See? I have yet to start the pink one. The only weird thing is, were there not 4 colors when I opened the package? Because I'm missing the purple completely. Has been nowhere to be found, and it's been 2 days. So I'm a little bit concerned for her whereabouts. Praying for her return, her safe return. I don't know if we even had her to begin with. Editing Taylor here to say that we never had the purple. But there's a purple one on here. So like, where'd she go? Anyway, the only thing is this is like not flat enough to be the penguin. Spoiler alert, that's because it's not. Oh, maybe I go the other way? No, no. It's like too bulbous. Do you understand? She's gonna be very skinny. Anyway, this is gonna be a mess and a train wreck, but we're gonna continue. I might not show you guys the entire process because it's painfully exhausting trying it as well as probably watching it too. So I'm gonna check back with you guys in like 30 minutes so I can actually do it correctly and watch like a crochet tutorial for the stitching, because I think that's kind of where I'm also failing, is like there's a lot of acronyms that I'm just not picking up on. So I think I need to watch like a tutorial with words to first understand all the stitchings, and then I'll be able to really understand this this riddle of a instruction manual. Check back soon. Because I'm incredibly impatient and impulsive, I took out the blue one completely and then cut off the string that was all like this. So I am going to watch a YouTube video side by side with the tutorial of which stitches and exactly where they're supposed to go, because the blue one I really want to turn out well. That is my favorite color, and he did have the fish, and I just feel like that's the one that's calling my name to be the perfect sun for me. We're gonna side by side, got my computer here, we're gonna side by side the tutorial. Even though I got pretty far and it looked good, I don't trust my skills yet. And then I'm gonna look up a video of each stitch to understand what they're talking about. Does that make sense? I'm getting somewhere. Do you see it? Do you see this? And these freaking tutorials, they don't tell you anything. I get it now, I think. I think I get it now. But I have my 6. This camera's never gonna focus, but I have my first round of 6 stitches. The next one, it says I have to do 6 increase stitches, which means 2 to each hole, and then it'll be 12 around the outside, right? Right? Okay, let's see how this goes. I did it. You guys, I did it. Do you see? I did it correctly with the right amount of stitches this time. You go 2 for every one. I'm only on the 2nd round of stitching, but I'm so happy that I watched a tutorial video that wasn't the one that they gave me, because y'all really need to show what you mean by 1ch 6v.ss 12st. What the, like what? I can't even tell you how badly my back hurts right now. Crocheting is not for the weak. If I count these correctly, there should be 12. 9, 10. That means I have 2 more. Then it's the next round of 18. It's gonna be okay, it should be 12. Times 2 should be 24. But there's gonna be a trick in the next one, I think. There's about to be a trick. I did it. There's 6, 12, and 18, and I figured it out. You're supposed to do 1 stitch every other hole, and 2 every other one from there. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and that's how you get 18. It still doesn't look the best, but it's something. 1, 2, 1 is the next one. So I do 1 stitch, 2 stitches, 1 stitch. Add 6 more. Yeah, this is exhausting. I feel like I'm losing my mind a little bit, but we're doing it. We're doing something. I should just scrap the whole first day of this vlog because this video might not be done this week. This actually might have to be a 2-parter because I do want to upload this. Yeah, why not? That kind of sounds fun. And then next week we'll be finishing the penguins so that we have a 2-parter episode, or at least finishing 1 penguin. The rest I'm gonna do on my own time because y'all don't need to keep watching this. However, I'm so happy, you guys have no idea. Learning a new skill in your 20s is quite a challenge when you are impatient and wish that you had done this as a kid, because this is like learning a whole new language. You guys, I'm so excited. This is round 6, I think, but I got all the way to 30. I literally cannot tell you guys how relieved I am. I'm finally understanding it and I'm counting correctly every single time, and it's looking pretty good. Like that's what his little body's gonna look like. So now that I've gotten this one correctly, I can now safely say that this is wrong, extremely wrong. So I will be taking this one apart and completely redoing this one as well, because it's supposed to look like this. This is 30 stitches around now, and the next round is 36. So I'm stoked. So exciting, you guys. Are you seeing this? It's okay. She's turning into a penguin. So I'm at the part where I have to add in the white, and I'm exhausted. Well, I've only really been doing this for 2 hours, but like this was a lot to learn how to do. But I'm right at the part where you're gonna add the white in on the blue guy's belly. You are never even gonna believe it. Somehow. Woo! I'll show you what it's done at the end of this circle. then I'm done. I would love to just introduce everyone my ability to crochet. It's looking a little crazy from the back. I think that's what it's supposed to look like, but guys, I can't express how proud I am of myself. I don't really even know how good this is gonna look at the end of everything, but for the time being, again, I wish you guys could see the way that I can see this, but that did not work out well for me or my back yesterday. Just trust that I'm doing it right. Look, I feel like a giant toddler. That's so cool. Also, I feel like for my first time ever crocheting, this is a crazy project to take on. God, if this little penguin does not look good, what should we name him? To be determined. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. This process took me out. Took me out. We did the one circle with the white. See that? I'm so excited, you guys. I'm so excited about my new skill. And at the end of the day, I hope all of this shows you that it's never too late to start from scratch. To wrap up every week of starting from scratch, I wanted to go over just some things from the past week. What should we call this section? The way that my The way that my brain just went completely blank is concerning. Yeah, I guess a weekly update is fine for now. And those things are my top song of the week, my book updates on the books I'm reading, and if I watched any movies this week. I'll look up one of those like things that you put your Spotify in and then it like does your Receiptify. One sec. Top track generator. This can't be right. This, like, I really don't think this is right, but like, it's not bad. I just feel like with what I've been listening to the last 2 weeks, this just doesn't make sense. Top song of last month is All Things End, Hosier, or Slim Pickings, Sabrina Carpenter's number 2. However, this week, the songs that I feel most drawn to is in like Can't Stop Replaying. Okay, I'm just gonna list like 2 to 3 songs that I'm really loving this week. Really loving Boyfriend Material by Young Friend. I love Kissing in Swimming Pools by Holly Humberstone. And I rediscovered Pancakes for Dinner by Lizzie McAlpine. And those 3 songs have been on repeat, but I am also listening to just like a playlist that I made for the winter. I have one every quarter I make, and it is gonna be 11 hours long. So if you're interested, I will link that in my bio as well. That's pretty much what I have going on at all times, whether I'm cooking, showering, hanging out in my room. There's never not music playing. But those 3 songs I would say are holding a high place in my heart this week. One thing I can talk about is Iron Flame. I have been kind of in a reading lull this week, but I'm on page 382. Excuse me, I live on a very busy street. I'm on page 382. I am a little bit into part 2. I loved the first half. I am loving, spoilers if you're reading the series, I guess, yeah, spoiler alert. I am loving the introduction of the cat character, Catriona. I think that added some necessary drama that I was lacking for the last like 50 pages. I mean, obviously, maybe not 50 because obviously the last half, or the last part of the first half was dramatic enough. I'm really bad at pronouncing things in these books, by the way, so just bear with me. If you're reading Iron Flame, you know the second half, or if you've read it already, they escape Basgiath. So Basgiath, don't ask me. Coming from that much drama and excitement in the like end of the first part to just like them settling in the second part, to me like wasn't boring, but it was just like a lot of war and information and things like that my brain doesn't grasp as well. So getting back into the drama of the romantic part, I'm very excited to see where this goes. Just got to like the castle where Catriona lives, so really excited to see how this goes. That's my update on Iron Flame. I will keep you guys posted. I'm trying to get through all of them, but because I have to wait another 2 years after Onyx Storm, I don't want to rush it. So I'm taking my time. I am taking my time. My sweet, sweet time. Then we have, did I watch any movies this week? Yes. Can I actually backtrack to the last 2 weeks? This past Monday we watched Les Mis. No words. That movie has been in my top movies ever since I saw it in theaters when I was like 15 or 14, and I hadn't seen it since then. And there's something about me when I have a favorite movie, I don't watch it often because I want to like keep the memory of how good it is in my brain. But going 10, 11 years without watching one of my favorite movies was kind of insane. And it holds up. I can't say enough good things about that movie. I truly was in shock all over again. I want to buy the piano book and relearn all the songs. That's what I did when I was 14. I need to do that again, I think. What else did we watch? Oh my god, last weekend we watched Saturday Night, the movie. It's so good. I think I gave it a 4.5. I really enjoyed it. And then I also watched the Kind of Pregnant, Amy Schumer on Netflix. It was cute. It was cute. It was like an easy watch if you're looking for that. I watched those back to back, Saturday Night and then Kind of Pregnant. So if you're looking for a movie marathon, that was a very interesting combination, but it was a fun one. Also, if there's any hobbies or like projects or things like that that you recommend me trying, I want to make a list of like all my goals for this project. Thank you guys for joining me on my new adventure of starting from scratch. I am very excited. I'm going to try to upload these weekly, and if not, you will know. If you want to stay tuned with all of my starting from scratch posts, please like, subscribe, comment, all of that fun stuff, and follow my TikTok and Instagram as well. I post on there way more than I'm going to be posting on here. However, I'm really excited to get into this and learn all about myself with this journey. So thank you guys for joining and have a great week.